What's going on, guys? I'm Josh from The Collecting Couple, and today we're going to be reviewing the Darth Vader in Meditation Chamber Funko Pop. Welcome back to another video, guys. Before I get cracking into this pop, make sure you leave a like down below and hit subscribe and the notification bell if you are new to the channel so you know when we post another video. But I normally have Samantha here with me today. But as we said, Leia is recovering from her space surgery, so it's just me today, and we're going to be looking at the Darth Vader in Meditation Chamber Funko Pop. So this is one from the 40th anniversary of the Empire Strikes Back wave, which we do own all of these. So this is the wave that has the Bespin Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker and Yoda, Han Solo and Carbonite, and then the Han and Leia 2-pack are the commons in that wave. There's a couple exclusives, Pop Towns, rides, stuff like that. This is one of them, Darth Vader in Meditation Chamber. So, if you guys didn't know, Empire Strikes Back is pretty much one of my favorite movies of all time, and Darth Vader is one of my favorite characters of all time, so I really like this pop. If you haven't seen Empire Strikes Back, this is a scene from the movie where Darth Vader is kind of like, he has his meditation chamber which he goes in to kind of, meditate, and in some instances he'll have to heal himself in there as well. So, this was also kind of like the first time in the trilogy that you get to see what's kind of underneath the mask of Darth Vader. Pretty loud. But you get to see what's under the mask of Darth Vader kind of for the first time. In the movie, it's just from the back. But in Return of the Jedi, you get to see Darth Vader from the front. So that's how they were able to make this Funko Pop. So we have here, this is the meditation chamber itself, which is really cool. I like the way that it's styled just like how it is in the movie, where it is kind of like these different claw type pieces that fit into each other. I do wish that this actually would close. I think that would be pretty cool if it could somehow slide and shut and open. But I know that they aren't able to do that because of one detail here that I think is really neat. And you have the Darth Vader helmet itself that's right here. So before we even get into the actual Darth Vader figure, up here, a nice little detail is the Darth Vader helmet, and I'll try to move it so you can kind of see some more up in there. But in the movie, there's like these kind of like machines that lower the helmet onto his head, and that's just like how it is in this pop. So this is almost kind of like a double pop in a way, because you have the Darth Vader helmet as well as the unmasked Vader right beneath it. So getting to the actual figure itself, it is a bobblehead, just like most Star Wars figures are. Pretty much 99.9% of Star Wars figures are bobbleheads. But this is Unmasked Vader. There is a separate pop of just Unmasked Vader, but this is different because this one is sitting. So here we have Unmasked Vader, or Anakin Skywalker, and he does bobble, and he's sitting in the meditation chamber about to have the helmet lowered onto him. So that's kind of from the front, what you can see. I like that he has the burn markings on his head. You can kind of see on the back there, he's got some more burn markings on his head, and then you can see the scarring all around his eyes and on his face. So beyond that, what's really cool I think about this one is just the amount of detail that went into everything inside, and what really is going to be hard to capture on camera. So it's hard to tell, but if you look up in the meditation chamber, they didn't just kind of round out the plastic up there and kind of cheap it out. There's actually like little indentations in where it probably would be the lights and like vents, and you can see some machinery up in there. So that's really cool, a nice detail by Funko. They didn't just cheap out and say, well, no one's gonna see it, so we'll just kind of make it bland. And also looking down in the meditation chamber itself, you've got some more types of like that, like machinery and different like buttons. You can also see the chair Darth Vader is sitting in, which is really cool. You can see his legs down in there, hopefully. And then on the back here, you do have these, and it's hard to tell when it's in the box, you have these kind of support beams that are supporting this piece of plastic. So if you are going to display this out of box, which I have thought about doing, but I don't think I'm going to for right now, what you need to know is this is extremely flimsy. So you can see here I can move the whole thing, and these supports are not very the best. They kind of move very easily, and you can see the entire top of the meditation chamber moves as well. So if you are going to store this out of the box, you probably need to know to keep it away from any, like if you got any kids that might mess with it or a pet that might knock it over, because it probably will break pretty easily if it falls off of a shelf. But one cool thing that I just discovered too is that you can, spin it, which I mean you wouldn't need to necessarily do, but that is pretty cool. So yeah, if you are an out-of-box collector, or you just want to get this pop because you think it's cool and you really like Darth Vader, and you want to put it out of box, just be aware that it's not the most stable Funko Pop that they've made, and it's really for display purposes only, and not really much for playing. Some Funko Pops, obviously the regular ones, you can take them out and play with them, but this one would not be one that you would want to play with because it will probably break. So I think this one is really neat overall. I think it could be improved in a couple ways. Honestly though, this pop is like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for me. But I think what could have made it a little better, and I know that they would have had a hard time figuring this out, would be having a way for the chamber itself to close, and then like if you lifted it, then the helmet was on. But I know that that's probably a really hard detail for them to have to try to figure out. So they just went with basically having 2 pop heads on this. But that would have been really cool. That would have made it like an 11 or 12 out of 10 for me. If this pop would have been able to actually, I guess, work. You can close it and then open it, and then you have a helmet of Darth Vader, and then likewise do it and it would unhelmet him. But that obviously is really difficult to do. But I think that they did a really good job of taking this pop, which could be considered really bland and boring and just kind of really basic, and they put all those extra little details into it on the inside down here, up here, having the 2 basically pop heads of having the helmet and the unmasked Vader, because they could have just skipped out and just only made the unmasked Vader, but they actually put the helmet up here too. So for $30, I think this is what this retails for. I think we got it for $25, maybe a little less because we got it on sale. But for $30, I definitely think you're getting your money's worth on this figure, especially if you're a Star Wars fan and collector. But even if you just like this pop in particular, I think you're definitely getting your money's worth just based off the level of detail and what Funko put into everything that is on this Funko Pop. That's my review of the Darth Vader in Meditation Chamber Funko Pop figure. Let me know down in the comments if you have this figure and what your favorite part of it is. For me, I think it's probably going to be having the Darth Vader helmet on there. I think is really cool. But let me know what you think down in the comments. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. We will see you next time, and remember, never stop collecting.